full text of your request, and make sure that we sit down and go through it and see how we can implement. I don't believe that officers need to necessarily have weapons. Every time they're making a traffic stop, or engaged in situations that don't necessarily call for weapons. We know that there are many other jurisdictions, or even around the world, where that is not, necessarily the case. It's not needed.
Can I pat you down? Can you put your hands on the hood here? Thank you. Relax. I don't like doing this any more than you do, okay? Go place your hands behind your back. What? Hey, place your hands. Stop resisting! I got him. Keep the taser on. Stop resisting! Keep the taser on. Get on your back! Get on your back! On your back! All right. Get on your back! My gun! My gun! Oh, goodness! All right, you breathe on it. Get the f*** on your back!
Get the vehicle off! Put your hands out the window! Do it now!
Then taking off again. The next time the suspect stops, Officer Fox doesn't even have a chance to get out of his squad car. After taking an array of gunfire, Officer Fox is able to call out as backup arrives.
Help! Help! Help!
Despite the pain, Fox even gives a description of the car and the suspect. Amazingly, after nearly a dozen shots fired at point-blank range, Officer Fox is in good condition after 2 surgeries.
I'm dying. No, you're not, buddy. You're not going to die.
How you doing? Good? Haven't seen you in a while. Still on probation?
911, ma'am.
What?
911, not discharged.
You just discharged?
No, 911.
Oh, 911.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have you step out of the vehicle. You don't have anything on you, right? You're good.
Officer needs help, shots fired. Officer needs help, shots fired. Are you okay?
All units, I'm trying to use the help and mobile south of Palmer.
Where'd you get hit?
In my left leg.
The power off for me. What happened, sir?
Huh? Well, I smell marijuana, and you don't have a card, so I'm not. Listen. I'm not concerned with some personal use stuff, man. It doesn't even warrant my time.
Marijuana, black and white. I'm smoking a black and white.
Right. Would you mind shutting the call off, please? Huh?
I'm smoking a black and white.
I understand. Just shut the car off for me, please. Okay? All right. 2513, somehow. Step him up, please. It's no big deal. I mean, I'm not.
You gonna
like
tell me from a listen to marijuana, bro?
Listen. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. I'm telling you right now. Stop! Put it in park. Put your hands up. Let me know you're just trying to take off with me. Step them up now. Sir, I'm telling you. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I swear to God. Put your hands up. You put it in park. Sir.
Officer was gunned down during a traffic stop in Hatch, New Mexico, and a motorist was shot during a subsequent carjacking on Friday afternoon. 33-year-old Officer Jose Chavez was making a traffic stop when a passenger got out of the vehicle and started shooting.
The search for a man accused of shooting and killing a police officer in Missouri after he was pulled over. The officer, an Army veteran with just a year on the job, what his family said was his dream job. Here's ABC's Alex Perez on the manhunt tonight.
Tonight, investigators in Missouri on the hunt for this man, Ian McCarthy, accused of shooting and killing a police officer after he was pulled over for a minor traffic violation.
Shots fired, officer down, I repeat, officer down.
In Georgia, a suspect is in custody right now after the shooting of two police officers late Monday night. Authorities say the suspect shot the officers as they tried to arrest him for driving stolen vehicles.
Shot him right in the head and kept shooting.
Even though the man you see smiling and smirking has officially entered a not guilty plea, Luis Bracamontes has sounded like anything but an innocent man.
Ladies and gentlemen, please step out of the hallway.
That was part of his expletive-filled rant on Tuesday inside a Sacramento County courtroom. The Mexican illegal immigrant with an extensive criminal history went on to say he should have killed more cops back in October of 2014 when he gunned down Sacramento County Sheriff's Deputy Danny Oliver and Placer County Sheriff's Detective Michael Davis Jr.
I will break out soon and I will kill more.
Burleson police officer is in the hospital after being shot several times early this morning. Fox 4's Dan Godwin's been following this all morning long and joins us with the latest. Dan?
The officer was approaching on the passenger side. They were struck by multiple gunshots. Not yet known if the officer was able to return fire. There's no word yet on the reason for the traffic stop. Here's what we heard from the chief this morning.
It began as a traffic stop in the 1500 block of West Somerville Avenue in Logan. By the time it was over, a Philadelphia police officer was shot in the foot and the suspect was dead. That incident plus two more homicides tonight on the streets of Philadelphia.
Suspects are in custody and two are charged with capital murder after two Hattiesburg, Mississippi police officers were shot to death during a traffic stop. 29-year-old Marvin Banks and 26-year-old Curtis Banks were charged in the Saturday evening shooting. Police say officers LaCorey Tate and Benjamin Deed died from their wounds at a nearby hospital. The brothers, along with 22-year-old Joni Calloway, were driving when they were stopped by police. Authorities say shots were fired by one individual from inside the vehicle. Officials would not say what prompted the police to stop the car. These are the first Hattiesburg officers to die in the line of duty in 30 years. Emily Roseman, The Associated Press.
I don't believe that officers need to necessarily have weapons, every time they're making a traffic stop.